Like I was literally bending over to the glove box and you started shooting at me.
Yeah, they're still jamming your communications.
Well,
'Cause
then
they
how are we supposed to tell them that they were not fucking running anymore?
turn the engines off and lower the shields? Like
Fine.
they asked you to?
Well, I didn't.
For one thing, you annoyed the shit out of that guy by continually just being like, yeah,
But they're shooting at us.
Yes.
What do you want me
they're
to
shooting
do?
around
You want me to be like, it's cool, bro. I understand. You
You're
keep
just
firing
doing
guns
your
at us.
job, man. You're just shooting at us because you have to.
So we move to the next scene, which is you guys are in each of you is in like a undisclosed room. It's back on the space station that we saw that was shooting around you.
Oh yeah, they separated us.
Yeah, they separated you like any good cop does. And someone walks in with the name tag 551, and he's talking to Dargo, and he's like, what was your name again, sir?
Do I? I guess I would. He's got my identification, doesn't he?
If you set up fake sliced identification before, that's fine.
Okay. Can we say that I set up fake sliced identification before?
Yeah, just you roll me a computer versus 2 purple, and that'll tell us how good it is.
Codebreaker or
Nope.
bypass? Nothing.
Nope.
Okay. No.
It's decent.
Decent enough.
All right.
The name
what's
is
your now?
Ridian. What's that?
Your name is Ridian.
Ridian.
Okay, so
Ridian Star Killer.
Can we also, if we're doing a little bit of setup, because
Yeah.
we had a little time in the ship,
Sure.
just tell them that my voice modulator is broken and I can't speak.
They can just plow your memory.
He does actually
banks
have
in.
damage to his chassis. It might
Sure.
be feasible.
So
Can
I think that's
can
the
I-
first thing he questions. He's like, Mr. Ridian, I see that your droid seems to have taken some battle damage. Looks like some carbon scoring. Can you tell me what caused the damage to his voice modulator?
Industrial accident.
I see. An industrial accident involving blasters.
Shit happens, especially out here in the core. Or not in the core. The outer rim.
Sure, you want to make a deception roll?
Sure.
I'll
I
give
do
you.
have
I'll give
convincing-
you 2 blue for Toby's condition.
Can we just say if he fails, he actually does say it like that? Wait, where am I again?
You're rolling against 2 red.
What part of the galaxy are we living in?
how's that local sports team, huh?
How are the sports ballers?
And 2 red, you say?
Space ballers.
2 red.
Convincing demeanor only knocks off black dice, right?
Yeah.
Man, everyone has fucking convincing demeanor. Why the fuck am I on this shit?
So he's just looking you over and just like, yeah, industrial accident. I see.
Were those reds or purples I was supposed to roll?
They were reds.
Okay,
He's good at his job.
fair enough.
Hey, I fucking paid a less I'd die to make him pee his pants off.
Yeah.
Do those advantages get me anything? Like, he can't tell.
You can
exactly-
smell the urine on
let's-
him, for
let's-
example.
Let's see what that gets you.
He comes in with soiled pants because he didn't have enough time to change.
He definitely had enough time to change. Yeah, I think that you can use it to make you believe that you're trustworthy, even if you're lying to him right now. He knows it. So it would be like he knows you're lying, but he'll probably be like, oh, this guy's terrible at lying. It's going to be so easy to read him in the future.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so you can. I'll let you bank one of those for a blue die.
Oh,
if you
he
wanna
like
pass it to
lowers his
anybody.
guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll let
It's
you
like,
throw
the core
blue
on
die
the
to
outer
any
rim.
of your allies.
Shit. Yeah, totally industrial accident.
Yeah, like I said, it was a hydrological. Wait, is that what did I say earlier?
So yeah, what happens is now we cut to 551 talking to Toby. It's the Firefly interrogation scene basically, and he's like, "So you can't speak then?"
No. Nope, can't speak.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. I just like shake
So
my
the
head
camera's
no.
on him, and he says, "So, what do you have to say about the crew registration?" And that's when the camera shifts around, and it shows he's actually talking to Coral and not Toby.
What was
As
the
you can
question?
so he like slides you a data pad that shows the registration as being one Captain Dargo.
I have my registration in front of me, and it says the
Yeah,
exact.
he's like, it would seem there's a problem.
Yeah, you need to update your
You're
ship,
missing
man.
a crew member here, a Mr. Grimscatter on board as well.
Who the hell is that supposed to be?
You tell me, sir.
Well, I mean, search the ship.
We are searching the ship, sir. I'm asking you to explain the discrepancy in the records here.
Oh, that'd be because your stuff, the people you hire to do their jobs, apparently are awful at their jobs. So,
I
yeah.
see. And that's your official stance on this matter.
Yeah, I mean, like, paperwork right here. I slap it in front of him and say, fucking read it. I mean,
Yeah, you slap
if
the
y'all
paperwork
can
in
do
front
it.
of him. That's when we see him throwing something down, and the camera shifts back. He's throwing it in front of Jax. He's like, "Did you really think that you could outrun our planetary defense fleet? You think you're some sort of hotshot, Mr. Jax?"
I'm sitting there with my legs on the table, grinning at him. Yes, but I decided not to.
Your occupation listed here is bounty hunter?
Yes.
Have you ever
Me.
encountered
And park
a
planner.
fugitive bounty hunter fugitive bounty named Dargo? And that's when the camera shifts back and he's actually talking to Dargo.
Do you know a man called Dargo? Dargo? No.
Mr. Ridian, I'm going to ask again. Do you know a man named Dargo?
The one that you were searching for? The one that was on the ship registration? I do not know a Dargo.
A Captain Dargo.
Captain, I definitely don't know a Captain Dargo.
All right, make a deception.
Definitely.
Two
But he
red.
said definitely. Doesn't that like make it so he doesn't have to roll? It was
Yeah.
definite.
It was definitely not a.
So you have one blue
Definitely,
because this guy
definitely.
thinks you're a moron, and you can give yourself another blue from your past roll if you want.
Nice
Okay.
rolls.
This is against 2 reds, 3 greens. Okay. There we go. I definitely don't know a
Yeah.
Captain Dargo.
I'll
Oh,
let
the
you bank
captain?
those
Ah.
two advantages to give another ally a blue in the future, because he's like, alright, I guess he doesn't know a Dargo. Just, oh god, this guy's such a fucking moron. It's like what he's writing down this pad. It's like, oh, this crew is just full of complete morons. It cuts back to a scene of him just staring at Toby. And then it's back to him against Jax. He's like, hands on the table, like, tell me what I want to know, Mr. Jax. Why didn't you immediately power down the ship and turn off the shields?
I wanted to see what would happen. It was interesting. You are terrible shots.
That's a violation of planetary conduct and imperial law.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh.
Tell me about Dargo. I want Dargo. I'll overlook all of your crimes if you give me Dargo.
Monsieur, I have committed no crimes, and if there is indeed a bounty on this Dargo fellow, please point me in his direction so I can make an acquisition of him.
Alright, so that's when we cut to a scene of 551 speaking to someone off camera, and he's just like, they're idiots. They don't know anything about Dargo. I believe that we were hacked. Someone must have sliced some records in here. Let's flag their ship. We'll write a fine off for the pilot for evading capture and failure to do planetary protocol. Slap a similar fine on the captain, this Coral.
What
Isn't
kind of
there
fine
a
are we talking
bounty
about?
in the records for a Coral? Twi'leki fellow? Let's run the records real quick. So
Comes
I
back
think
into the
that-
room. I'm a female all of a sudden. Human female now.
What I want to have happen is I think you backstop the records constantly, right, Dargo?
Yeah. I mean, part of my deal with Coral is to keep him off the books.
Yeah.
So-
So
I can use the Force die here to.
no need. I figure
Okay.
this is something you definitely have already done. That
Okay.
we don't need to set up a pass thing for this. Can you roll against 4 purples and 2 blacks?
So are they trying to hack me, or
They're trying to hack Coral's records.
so
They're
does
tr-
my improved
They're not
defensive
hacking
slight-
technically.
Yeah,
They're checking the bounty record of the bounty poster you already hacked.
but it is like his defending that.
Okay.
Yes,
or,
he is
he's-
defending.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the roll again?
It's 4 purple and 2 blacks. One of those blacks is because they're being aided by another hacker, and the second black is because they have a shit ton of like forensic evidence on you right now.
Yep.
Like literally having you sitting in their interrogation room.
Yeah. Is this a code breaker or a defensive? No, it's in defensive,
slicing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use one of the force dice.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
I'll use a force
use all
die to
those
add a
force
green
die. Yeah,
because I'm already.
Yeah,
at
now
4.
I can finish my 2.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You backstop
Nice.
the fuck out of that record.
Yep.
In fact, for that triumph, I'll let you just basically have that bounty picture of Coral just be like permanently altered to look like that blue-skinned small liquid Coral.
Yep. That we got
Yeah, like,
for.
not like from now on, everyone thinks that's what Coral actually looks like.
Yep. It propagates.
Reputation's ruined.
The record gets. I insert the master record and it propagates to all
Yeah.
bounty boards across the galaxy.
It's an older bounty poster, sir, but it seems to check out. That is not the Coral we were looking for.
Like, I imagine he comes in, he's like, we have a bounty of you, and he looks at me, and he looks at the Legu, whatever they, and he looks
Leku.
up again, he's like,
Does he fondle your Leku to make sure they're real?
No, he doesn't do any of that.
oh, you want to touch them?
He already
go
patted
ahead,
the
touch them.
Leku down probably pretty
Yeah.
good.
So they let
You
you
want to
ship
just
off.
squeeze them a little bit. It feels good when you do it.
They're
so.
fining you 200 Imperial credits for failure to comply with.
Arthur, we give them 300 because we're great
We
human
don't do
beings.
that.
They refund you 100 credits because it's illegal to take bribes.
Yeah, exactly. And we're just like, oh, thank you very much. The PayPal has refunded you, and now you have a debt with them.
Okay.
Space Pal. Yeah.
Space Pal.
Space Pal has provided your $100.
Quick out of character for a minute, if you don't mind. Arthur, if there's some, I had absolutely no idea what was going on there. If this is clearly some, this is the law in Star Wars and such. If you'd have told me right away that like these guys are legitimately, they have legal authority to stop you, I would have said, oh, okay.
I think I did say that.
Maybe.
I'm fairly certain I said, these guys are the actual planetary police.
Yeah.
They're not going to dump your bodies by the side of the road.
Yeah, at
We
that
were
point,
fairly certain that they were not doing this for any legitimate reason. I
They're
think
not.
You said that at the end, Arthur.
Okay.
If you'd have started off with that, I would just said, oh, okay.
Well,
I
I mean,
pull
that's
over.
meta knowledge, right? Like, the guy introduced himself as a customs official, and it's not like people have random spaceports where they can launch giant fleets of spacecraft at you. Normally. Yeah, they were legit. You didn't believe they were legit, but they were. Which is fine.
Is there some way to find out if they're legit with...
I mean, we're sitting in a police station.
Check
so
their domain. Who?
Yeah,
who is,
we
look
know
up.
that now, but when they initially contacted us, like, I'm customs official, blah, blah, blah.
So,
Is there
Jax,
like a
I was trying to do that with my computer rolls, which failed.
Yeah,
so
it failed.
that
Oh,
was
okay.
what would have told us if they were legitimate
okay.
and what they were doing.
Yeah.
So
Arthur,
we didn't
before-
have enough information.
Before he leaves me for the last time, I'm just like, oh, by the way, can I get your name and badge number or whatever the fuck you guys have? Because I am making an official complaint to your supervisor. Yep.
He just walks out the door and is like, "You're free to leave."
Official complaint! I wish to make a complaint. Is there a camera in the room, Arthur?
Yeah.
I get a chair and I go up to the camera and I'm just like, sir, cameraman, footage maker, here's my complaint. My name is Captain Carl Derrick
So
of the Starshade.
Derek.
The scene goes black and white, and then we see that someone's looking down at you talking and has it muted. And someone in like an Imperial... If you remember in the Death Star, they had like these ridiculous helmets.
That like
sort
went
of-
way back.
Yeah. There's like one guy looking at another guy. He's like, "Are you sure we can't blast him? We can just set it on stun, right?"
It's like, I have my own recording right here on this data pad of this transgression. You will not, this is not the last you will hear of Captain Carl Derrick. My Legu is very long and lustrous. I mean,
Leku.
look how long it is. I'm like
Leku.
holding it up, waving it around. It's an offense to
I
everyone.
think eventually I'll be walking out and like, Can we go now?
Yes, fine. God, I feel like I need a nice tall glass of blue
You guys
milk after
do
this
the
bullshit.
opposite of the Guardians of the Galaxy walk, where you're all going down the corridor, but you're not badasses. You're just people who've been let out of a holding cell.
We're like a little
I'm a
sweaty because we've been in there too long. We haven't had a change of clothes. We're just like
I feel like a total badass.
so.
And the
Jax,
thought
did
that
they
counts.
touch your ears as well, man? I mean, like they fucking got deep in mine.
No one touched Coral's ears ever.
But well, he doesn't have Leku, so like I just
Nobody scratched behind my ears for.
did they search you for ticks or whatever? Because it was like fucking they got real deep in my shit, man.
Yeah, well, guess who got lucky then?
I think I have a new fetish because of this, you know.
Okay, so back on the ship. I need someone to make an astrogation roll to make the jump to light speed back to Tantalus
That'll probably be Dargo.
and the arugula system.
I will help you, giving you a die and halving the time this takes.
What is my difficulty here, Arthur?
Two. Oh no, it's only one purple. You're going on a route you already know.
Okay, so yeah, and I get a booster from Jax.
Yep.
Okay.
And reduce.
Okay, yeah. You reduce the 2.5 days of time down to 1 day, as you cut a ton of parsecs off and you navigate around a black hole to.
I spend the entire day writing out an email. It's really long,
Complaint, like a huge
like
Yelp
super
review.
long. Yeah, it's super long. It's like 47 Word document pages, Arthur, documenting every single transgression that was made against me and my companions and my crew.
They're gonna love that. By the
Coral,
way, Arthur,
let me send that securely for you.
Please do.
Yep.
By the way, Arthur,
I promise him I will do such a thing and then immediately erase it.
of course you do.
So for the
Arthur.
next 2.5 years, I come to you every single day,
Yes.
and I'm like, hey,
And
I'm like every day I'm like
diligently
eating a
not
bowl of
eat-
cereal, right? Like
Yep.
you don't have to do it every day going onwards, but just now it shows me aging slightly. It has like every single day. It's just like I'm like eating a bowl of cereal. We'll get back to you about
Every
that.
single one of these complaint letters has some kind of incriminating, like piece of evidence from whatever we were doing that day.
Yeah.
And
like he rates
like,
all
every
of
single
them.
time he hands it to me, I say, "Thank you for sending this over secure channels," and then I just
Yeah.
delete it when he's out of the room.
Man, one day they're gonna get back to me. It's gonna be so good. I mean, like I can see it now. You know.
Can,
That apology's coming.
Like, and there's in the montage 30 years down the line, I'm eating like a Skywalker O's because like you know shit's changed now. So like,
I finally found a use for our unpaid intern. Like every now and then, I'm gonna have.
yeah,
more
no, he's in the ship now. He's like really old as well. Like he's an old man. He's just like, I really appreciate your
He worked out
friendship
that
over
well,
these
huh?
years.
It's just-
Like, it's like, yeah, we weren't really sure about you, Kayvon. We changed your name to Davon as well because it's so much nicer. Woo!
It's Kevin. Kevin.
And I'm
I will
pretty
call you
sure
Kev.
that guy will last about as long as a red shirt.
Mhm.
On this
So,
ship.
another mechanically related question. Just, I can take a second rank of that halving astrogation time. Will that make it 1/4 time?
Yeah.
Awesome. That could come in handy.
I think that's the time needed to go to light speed, right?
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah,
time
it's-
spent in light speed.
It's
So that would be like someone shooting at us. It'd be nice if we could go to light speed without getting shot at.
yeah. It specifically says basically it removes a black die
Yeah.
from my astrogation, and astrogation checks take half the normal time.
Can
Yeah, so that's somebody shooting at you.
Yeah, that's handy.
Okay, so based on your number of successes, I'm going to reduce your fuel, oxygen, and water consumables cost as well. So your trip, which only takes 1 day, only costs you for 20 credits when you
20
go to
credits.
start docking.
Oh shit! 420 plays it. What?
It only costs 20 credits.
In the time that it takes,
I think
us
we
to
should
go
save
from-
our fuel voucher, guys.
Well, you have 30 days free to land and stay on the station because of Sleat the Hut. When he negotiated with Coral, he gave you guys like 30 days free rent.
That's right.
Yeah, so you get a nice docking bay. Docking bay 94.
At some point in the day that we're traveling back, I bring Coral in on the little incident with Sleat the Hut.
Okay.
And let him know what happened, just so that he doesn't say something horrible the next time we talk to him.
Oh no, he was talking about that lovely Twi'lek. Oh my god, I have to go talk to him now.
You know, perhaps we should stay clear of him for at least a few days.
I mean, of course. I mean, it's Coral's contact, so if he wants to talk to him, like by all means.
Yeah, I thought
I'll just make sure that he knows the things that we said and that he doesn't.
Yeah.
Don't contradict anything that has been
I'll send him a
said.
courtesy call, Arthur.
Who are you sending a courtesy call to?
The Hut.
Sleat the Hut? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he is willing to answer a call from you.
Sleat. Oh my
It's
god.
Sleat the Hut.
I know that. That's what I said. I just want to send my condolences. I had no idea that, you know, that lovely girl we met on the space station was one of your favorites. I completely understand. She was an absolute joy.
He's just like, yes, she was.
If there's
Thank you
anything
so
I
much
can
for
do,
calling me to remind me about the loss of my favorite consort.
I wanted to send my condolences, and I also wanted to offer our services if you need something on the down low. You know, I got you back. You know that,
He
right?
just starts laughing. He's just like, I'm a hut in charge of a smuggling moon. Ho, 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 ho.
I mean, this is
You're so funny, Coral. Ho, ho. Isn't he funny, everybody? And he like turns the camera on everybody.
Oh, hi, Bobby. I really love your entourage, by the way. I think it's great. These guys are hilarious, especially
You
that
should drop by more, Coral. I would love to experience your comedy in person. Ho, 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 ho.
You have to pay me for that one.
Your best joke yet.
All right. Catch you later. All right, hang up. And then you see basically everyone's like in the room, and then I hang up and I'm just like robotically turn around and everyone sees me walk into the bathroom and shut the door. Then they hear the shower turn on, and then they just hear this and I like start scrubbing my body. Oh yeah.
Contact saved.
That's Coral. Funny guy.
Okay. Yeah, you come out of hyperspace at Tantalus Base, which is that rotating asteroid base over Arugula. And at Arugula 5, it becomes clearly apparent that without any aid, the Imperials swiftly crushed the Rebel resistance, at least in terms of sheer like space firepower. The Victory-class Star Destroyer Iron Fist, one of its shield generators is burning, and it's got a lot of hull marks, and one of its engine flares is down. But from the debris of like 30 X-Wings and Y-Wings and A-Wings in orbit, it's clear they blew up almost all of the Rebels. The Nebulon B frigate crashed into the planet's surface after breaking up. And pockets of rebel resistance. You get like reports on the news that like the rebels are in the countryside still fighting. Many of them have like taken what they could out of the Imperial garrisons they took over, like all the weapons and food that they could and survival supplies, and now they're like hiding in the hills.
Are we
All
able to
across the
land on
southern
this
continent.
asteroid base still?
Yeah.
Or is that like...
Yeah,
okay.
you guys have a permanent berth there. You got 30 days free docking.
Okay, but it's not like all of a sudden like the Imperials are just like, hey, no smuggling.
No, the asteroid base is still run by the Hut.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just describing what's going on in the system for you. Like, 'cause
There are
news
lots
is
of
happening.
Imperials in this system, but they are not currently swarming the base that we're going to.
To be clear here, the base is like so full of gray side like smugglers and bounty hunters that anyone attacking the base would probably be in for an even match.
Yeah.
It's not like they have a ton of capital ships. Like, they don't have anything that could directly face down the Star Destroyer. But they've got plenty of dudes with, like, fighter craft and small patrol boats.
Plus, I imagine it's a case of, like, the Imperials use the people on this asteroid as much as, like, the Rebels do. So it's kind of like, you know, they'd be killing an asset if they did that.
That's the whole reason you guys are able to operate.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, you land on the base.
We send a message to, oh, what's his name? What's our intern's name?
Kevin.
Kev. His name is Kev.
Like, Kevin, please report to the docking station.
Who is this?
5468. This is your employer.
I'm not employed by a robot. I was contracted by Mr. Coral.
Like, you say, basically, if it's a holodeck, I stick, like, one eye up over in the camera and I'm like, this should listen to the robot. And then I, like, stick my head back down.
Like, look,
okay.
if you wish to speak with Mr. Coral, you can do so in just a few minutes' time.
He just said that I should listen to you.
Okay, well, come directly to dock 67B9 and make sure to bring a little bit of blue milk.
Bay 94.
Bring cigars.
Is that our docking bay?
Cigars.
Yeah,
I'm
docking bay is
running
94.
out.
Sex Doc 94, Sex Doc 94, is that what it was, Arthur?
Yeah, so I told
Docking
Kevin.
Bay 94. So yeah, when you guys are landing, Kevin is beyond the magnetic containment field with like a box of cigars and like a pitcher of blue milk.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like a set of glow sticks wrapped around his neck, and they're all like already cracked and glowing. And he's like, Hey guys, over here, just set the ship down anywhere. I've got your blue milk and your cigars.
It looks like a party already.
Well, you got to remember, good Sir Toby, we're actually going to be doing a party.
Yes.
Having additional hands would be very good. Unless, you know, I mean, I know you're a robot and all that, but you're my good buddy. I don't want to force you to do manual labor, especially when we got an intern. That's what those fuckers are for. High five.
High five.
Yeah.
I don't get tired, but I do get irritated quite easily, yes. Okay. Let's see.
All right.
Exactly. That's the entire reason anyone ever gets interns.
And Jax, this motherfucker got you your favorite brand of the old death pipes. You know what I'm saying?
Old death sticks.
Little death sticks. Although they are not death sticks. These are non-hallucinogenic. I don't like
death
those.
stick brand. Yeah,
and
cigar.
Dargo, you can have this guy write emails for you. The stuff you hate doing the most.
I feel like you say that as you're walking down the ramp, too.
Like I'm trying to convince everyone this is a great idea.
I'd love to write emails. I'm really good at typing stuff on computers.
Of course you do. You're a goddamn intern. You love doing this shit.
So,
learn from
while
the
you
best.
guys were away, we had a couple messages from a Twi'lek joy hunting band. They really want to party really hard.
I know. That's exactly what we're doing. We're gonna get here. You're gonna come with me. I'm gonna show you the ropes on how to actually purchase the amount of alcohol that we need.
Mr. Coyle,
We have it. We already got it, didn't we?
Mr. Coyle, there's a message here from Sleat the Hut.
Yes.
He wants you to bring those Liku down to his throne room whenever you have free time. I don't know what that means. It sounds dirty.
Yeah, it basically means I'm gonna be having sex with him tonight, so...
Is that even legal?
No. That's what's so dirty about it.
It isn't docking Bay 94.
Kevin.
He's like, are you guys like criminals?
Absolutely not. I just like to have sex with huts. Now get on the ship, you stupid fuck.
Kevin,
So as you guys go to your office, he gets on the ship. He's like,
about the world.
what? Mr. Coral, what am I doing on the ship?
Well, you're gonna wait here. I'm gonna go fucking appease a hut, and then I'm gonna come back here. Actually, you know what? Jax, take this man. Go get some goddamn alcohol, like the good shit. The good shit.
You have 500
I'm gonna
credits.
go show him where we're keeping all the supplies, how to set up the tents, how to set up the tables. We're gonna go on the ship and go into the cargo bay. And I'm like, look here, chap.
Have him do inventory. Yeah.
I can't believe I'm learning how to do my job from a droid.
This droid here is more intelligent than
No,
most
I feel
on
like
the
it's just
station.
him and Toby, right?
Yeah.
Like the rest of you have already left, and he's just like, I don't want to offend you. It just seems like, you know, We build droids to help us, not to boss us around. There's something inherently like a flaw in the system.
Yes,